Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Creativity TV. Today we are joined by Katie Godbeer, who's going to be showing us some very yummy products that are out in January. Hi Katie.
Hi there.
So tell us what you've got for us here.
Today I'm going to show you some really exciting new products from Xcut. It's the Build a Scene dies. So there are 4 designs in the Build a Scene collection and they're all very, very exciting. Now the first one we've got here is the Build a London Scene.
Brilliant.
So as you can see, you've got all your major sort of London landmarks here. So you've got I only know that as the Gherkin, I don't even know what its real name is. The London Eye, his Big Ben just peeking out there. This is our, it's like a garden party theme. Coffee pots and teapots and cups and saucers. It's also got one of my other favourite things, which is bunting.
Yes.
So we'll get onto that in a little while.
Brilliant.
The third one in the set is the hot air balloon.
Yes.
Now this is a really beautiful vintage design. Looks a little bit reminiscent of Around the World in 80 Days, that sort of thing. Yeah. And some great basics as well here that's like clouds and so on, which we'll come on to later as well. And then, I think this one might be my favourite actually. This is, you've got a pirate ship.
Oh, my daughters will love this.
Who doesn't? Everyone loves pirates. Octopus, little whale, and you can obviously see all the little parts here that's going to let you die cut to create these beautiful scenes.
These are brilliant.
Aren't they amazing?
You can just build a scene. You could just do a picture to hang up at home, couldn't you?
Definitely.
Of a scene.
Actually, having said that, we've created here a sort of montage of all of the sets, except the garden party, which wouldn't sort of go quite with this one.
Yeah.
So you've got your balloon here, beautiful vintage balloon, with obviously your London skyline here, and your pirate ship. So I thought we'd just go through a couple of project ideas before we start on some crafting in earnest.
Yes, brilliant.
So let's start with this one. So this is actually a card by Becky James, who's familiar, I'm sure, to Creativity TV viewers.
Yeah, she's always on our show. She is.
And she's used the vintage hot air balloon.
Yeah.
And as you can see, she's not gone with the colourway that's on the packaging. So we'll just hold them up next to each other. So you can use this sort of vibrant look, but she's gone for a really vintage feel here and combine them with the clouds.
This is beautiful.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah,
beautiful.
The detail on it.
Plenty of bling
you can
there.
really go for it on these, couldn't
Definitely. And she's even used a little bit of pattern paper there. It's not just for using with cardstock. You can use them with your pattern papers, do a sort of paper piecing effect there.
Brilliant.
And talking of paper piecing, we've created this card using one of the bunting dies that's in the garden party collection. So this is your bunting die. And as you can see, it's the full length of the cutting platform. But I've obviously then just cut it into sections and spaced it along my card.
So what have you done on top of here then?
Yeah, so what I've done, I've cut the whole design using this pink cardstock first of all, and then I've cut it again using some of the papers from the Happy Days range, which is one of my favourites. So I've just cut it with the different designs and then snipped off the individual little flags on the bunting there and just popped them over. So this one's using the little pirate ship.
Fun.
What I've done here is make it a little bit more friendly than a pirate ship, using some more vibrant colours. And just showing that you don't have to use the whole set. You don't have to build the whole scene every single time. Yeah. So I've used the lovely scallop edging die here for the sea waves. Yeah. And like sort of scallops are very, very popular generally. Of course, you could use this on all sorts of projects as a border. It doesn't have to be sea. And also, don't feel too constrained by the size of the designs. Just to pass me that little sentiment there. We've got this ahoy there message, which is nice and nautical. But because my card was quite small, it's just a standard square card, it would have been a little bit big for my card. It would have sort of hidden the entire boat. Yeah. So I've just snipped it into 2 pieces. Yeah. Now this, at first glance, doesn't look like it comes from any of the sets.
No,
we don't have a tree.
I was going to say, where is the tree?
Where's the tree?
Where is it?
What I've done, I've actually used some of the cloud dies that come in the balloon set. And because they don't have a bottom, you could make them into hills or mountains perhaps. You could make them into a border of clouds, as we've done on the main scene there. But in this case, what I've done is just cut them out of some spotty pattern paper. This is Happy Days again. Yeah. And just trim them around the bottom, just with my scissors, and just arrange them to make this lovely tree canopy.
I love that. What a brilliant idea.
Right, so should we do some crafting?
Okay, let's do it.
So first of all, we're going to pop our piece of card onto our cutting platform, and I'm going to pop my little bit of skyline here straight on top. So that's with the cutting side facing downwards.
Right.
And I've got my magnetic shim, which is great for storing all these dies, of course, but also acts as a way of making sure you get a perfect cut.
Right, okay.
We're going to pop that on top and pop the other plate on top as well. Just going to turn the handle.
And that noise is normal, isn't it?
Completely normal,
I always say that to Jo when she does it on the show. So it's normal.
It's just a sign of quite new plates. Normally,
Yeah.
when you've worn them out a little bit, they don't make that noise.
Yeah.
So we'll peel back the layers. Just pop the die out like so. Obviously, just be quite careful because they're quite intricate. You don't want to tear any parts as it comes off. And there you go. You can see our final bit of skyline there.
Yeah.
So we're going to choose the bits of the skyline we like best. So we're going to pop it maybe there.
Yeah, that works.
And then we'll get Big Ben.
So I've noticed you place it all to make sure it's okay and what you want before you stick everything
Yeah,
down
definitely.
as
Make
well.
sure it's all going to fit so we haven't got to worry later on. So
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, I would recommend applying glue to the reverse of all these sections. And using a glue runner, you can quite easily do that. The glue will only adhere to sections where there's card. But just for speed, I'm just going to apply it just along here so you can see the effect.
Right, okay.
So let's move up a little bit. And then I'm just going to go around with my scissors. You could use a trimmer for this as well, but I'm just going to use my scissors. There we go. So you can see our skyline now fits our card really nicely.
Yeah.
So we're going to need some other bits and pieces to go on here as well.
Right.
So I've cut myself a little bit of road, just using some plain black cardstock. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue onto the reverse. And just pop it in place for now. That's with the glue upwards, so we know where it's going to fit. Now, I've also cut some of these little lamp posts. These are pretty cute. And I've also cut a little tiny telephone box.
Wow.
Again, there's a die for that. So here's the die that we used. It's a little telephone box. So we'll pop that one somewhere in the middle.
Do phone boxes still exist?
Oh, I think they do. I'm not sure they're red anymore,
No
are
mobile
they?
phones.
I can't remember the last time I used a phone box.
No.
And a little post box. I've got a couple of London cabs here, and I've also cut a couple of London buses.
Love these.
But being a bit of a perfectionist, I wanted little black tyres. So I've just cut a black London bus.
Oh, right. You are a perfectionist, aren't you?
So there's our
Brilliant,
finished
look at
scene.
that.
Of course, you could add a little sun or some clouds or something on there as well. So let's just pop it on the card. There we go.
That is fantastic. That's brilliant. And when are these available?
Right, these will be available in your local creativity store from January. So be sure to pop out and get those straight away because I think they're going to be incredibly popular.
They are going to be incredibly popular. Thank you so much for joining us today,
Thank
Katie.
you.
And I hope you enjoyed today's show. I'd love to know what you think of these scene dies because they are brilliant, aren't they? Please do get in touch with me at tv@docrafts.com and let me know if you're excited, if you can't wait, if you're going to be camping outside your creativity store the night before to make sure you can get your hands on them. Do get in touch and let me know. It'll be great to see what you make as well when you get them in January because I would love to feature projects on Creativity TV as well. So do get in touch. Thank you so much for joining us. If you would like to see more episodes of Creativity TV, then make sure you join the Creativity Club today. For now, happy crafting.